Top of the morning, everyone. It is November 8th as Bill sees it, reading from A Child of God and a Recovering Alcoholic Addict. So early with the hot morning coffee. Hey, let's have a moment of silence for those still out there in pain and suffering, please. Thank you. High and low. When our membership was small, we dealt with low bottom cases only. Many less desperate alcoholics tried AA but did not succeed because they could not make the admission of their hopelessness. In the following years, this changed. Alcoholics who still had their health, their families, their jobs, and even 2 cars in the garage began to recognize their alcoholism. As this trend grew, they were joined by young people who were scarcely more than potential alcoholics. How could people such as these take the first step? By going back in our own drinking histories, we showed them that years before we realized it, we were out of control, that our drinking even then was no mere habit. That it was indeed the beginning of a fatal progression. This is a great reading. For me, I don't think I would have ever realized it if it wasn't for God. This alcoholic addict, I had to have a spiritual awakening from my Lord Jesus Christ. He had me Google Baptist church near me when I'm sitting there high as hell in my living room. So if it wasn't for God, I would still be out there drinking and drugging, possibly dead. I was introduced to the program 14 or 15 years ago, but I guess I wasn't at my bottom, or I wasn't ready yet, however you want to look at it. But I went back out drinking and drugging. I think I stayed sober for like 2 or 3 months. But I don't think I would have ever realized it, like the reading says. So there are cases out there where people do think a little more. I guess I didn't think that much. And they look into themselves, or maybe they take somebody's advice and they dig a little deeper and they go get help, or they go talk to somebody, or they get into the AA program, and then it works, which is absolutely amazing. And it works before they hit rock bottom, So, yeah, I was a little bit more hard-headed than the average one. Probably still am a little bit to a certain degree. But we have our highs and lows. Now that I've got a little, one day at a time, have a little time under my belt, we still have highs and lows, the ebbs and flows, the peaks and valleys. It's how you're dealing with them highs and lows. Highs can be just as dangerous as a low, just to let you know. So you have to be careful. I mean, every day, every instance, you have to realize what's going on. And most importantly, thank God that you're alive. When life gets lifey, and you think it's getting too stressful, just take a step back and say, God's got it. He'll take care of you. I promise you. If you search him, he will find you. He's there with arms wide open, just waiting on you to come to him. But the highs and lows, it's a great one. So I'm grateful that people can find the program and find sobriety before they reach a bottom, or it's too late. They lose a loved one, they get divorced, they lose their cars or houses. It's truly amazing program. So that first step is listening to somebody, or listening to yourself, or listening to your higher power, whom I call Jesus Christ. I'm blessed. Y'all have a great Saturday, a blessed Saturday. I love y'all very much.